This is part of an ongoing series of tips on arranging music for solo guitar and becoming your own one-person band. Arranging for guitar is challenging, but you can make it easier on yourself by writing your arrangements in a key that lends itself to solo guitar playing. There's no rule that says you have to write the arrangement in the original key. It's your arrangement. You do what you want with it. I take three main things into consideration when I'm arranging for solo guitar. First off, I want to play the melody mostly on strings 1 and 2. And then I want to put my arrangement into a guitar-friendly key. And if I'm working with a singer, I want to put it in a key that works well with their vocal range. Let's say you're arranging Joy to the World. This has been played in all sorts of keys, but you want to put this into a key that works well for solo guitar. The first thing I like to do is figure out where the melody sits on the fretboard. I want to be able to play harmony underneath the melody, so I like to play the melody on the first 2 strings and sometimes the 3rd string. Here's the opening of our melody in the key of C, the people's key. In this key, you can play the melody on the first 2 strings, which makes it relatively easy to add chords underneath. Here's the same opening in the key of G major. This takes the melody to the 3rd string, but just for a couple notes, and you can still add chords underneath. I should mention there are no right or wrong keys, these are just options. And another option is to write in a guitar-friendly key. Of course, the more chords you know and the better you know the fretboard, the more comfortable you'll be playing in any key. But when I think guitar-friendly, I think open chords, or at least a key that allows me to use some open bass strings here and there. For example, here's our opening melody again in the key of B-flat major. And again in the key of A major. Now, A and B flat are just a half step away from each other. So as far as range goes, they're really close. Now, our B flat arrangement has no open chords. But if we move our melody down just a half step to the key of A major, we can take advantage of the open A string for some of our bass notes, and we can use the low E string for a nice big fat E chord toward the end. So given the choice between the key of B flat and the key of A 9 times out of 10, I'm choosing A. Your solo guitar arrangement may be purely instrumental, or it may be part of a vocal arrangement. If you're working with the singer, you need to make sure you're considering the singer's voice range when you're picking your key. So before you write an elaborate arrangement, get with your singer, find a key that works with them. So find a key that mainly puts the melody on strings 1 and 2 and put it into a guitar-friendly key, and if it's relevant, consider your singer's voice range. Sometimes you have to make compromises, but that's the challenge and the beauty of arranging for solo guitar. Of course, the more chords you know, the more choices you'll have, and in the next couple lessons we'll be talking about some useful chords and their variations, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss those. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.